Okay, my friends. Oh, floodgates are open. We're going to give it just a minute because now everybody starts coming in. We have our beautiful guest speaker today. And if you're new, and as I'm kind of letting people in, I'll do a little housekeeping real quick. If you're new to Lunch and Learns, there is a Facebook Lunch and Learn group. This will be recorded on Zoom. We put it onto YouTube. We need about 24 hours to do that. Um, there's a Facebook group. I don't know where some people saw it on, you might be part of a group I'm on Facebook, or you might be part of a Voxer group I'm part of. I love y'all, but I will not join any more Voxer groups or Facebook groups. I just can't handle life like that. I try to post it everywhere on there. I'm like part of 20 and it's just a lot. So I created finally a Lunch and Learns group, and it's a picture of Mary Kay in a red dress, like a vintage, it's like off the Applause magazine. So you'll know you kind of have the right one. And anyway, the recording will be there within 24 hours. And if you happen to be part of some of the other groups I already posted in, you will see it there. But there's always, or you can just go to my name on YouTube. And all of those are open to everybody. It's for if you have, I don't know, maybe you have some power partners or people in different divisions. This event is literally a go give thing. It's for every division from the minute you sign your agreement all the way to national. It's a midweek pick me up. For many of us, it might be our first meeting of the year, right? It might be our first little get together, but it's really here to empower each and every one of us. I know a lot of us are on different Bible study groups and different things we're doing together. But what I love about this is we're all going to learn from somebody different. I was just telling Chrissy, I'm like, don't be nervous. We could all teach about booking and we would all learn something different from each and every one of us, right? It wouldn't be the same. And one, I want to thank everybody who's been putting in recommendations of people to get on here and speak and be part of that. I want to make sure I have the chat up too in case anybody asks questions. But again, when I say this is a go give thing, like Chrissy did not have to do this. She benefits nothing from this. I just reached out to her and she said she would do it. And so if you've been a speaker or going to be a speaker, if you've already talked with me, I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for carrying on what Mary Kay wanted us to do. And that's to lift each other up, build each other up, have a location. Because like I've always had a national. In the last 2 years, we've been Go Give, and it kind of rocked my world a little bit, right? And so it's just different. And I love that we have a place to come with like minds and like hearts to really build some things up. And so I just want to make sure that I say that because this is so important. And so if you're asking, yes, you could share it with anybody in the world you want to share with. Chrissy, if you're okay, I don't know if everybody knows how to do this. In case you're new, some of you are, believe it or not, just getting on Zoom for the first time. I'm going to spotlight Chrissy. If you don't like that, you can literally go up to the right-hand corner and it'll have like view. It'll have this, I don't know, it looks like a little video thing. You'll click it and just click gallery and it puts everybody back where they're supposed to be, like in the little Brady Bunch boxes. Okay. So I just like to do that because some people only want to see the speaker, because if you're ADD at all like me, you will start bebopping all over the place and I'll get caught up and I won't focus. So Chrissy is amazing. I'm getting to know her. I love her spirit, her energy. You came so highly recommended, my sweet friend. And, when people are like, how do you, now I'm like, because some of you I've never gotten the pleasure to meet yet. We might be different divisions or whatever that is. And so that's the other thing I love about this is we're making so many new friends. Like when we go to leadership and things like that, we're like, I'm like, yes, this is so amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of you for joining and making this so successful. And we're going to continue for 2024. I know I considered maybe not doing it, but we are going to do it. And so Chrissy gets to start us off for the new year. And I never want to share too much about my speakers because that might be part of their training or part of what they're sharing. So I want them to have access to that. So Chrissy, thank you. Thank you for doing what Mary Kay asked us to do. Thank you for your Go Give Heart, your time starting the new year. We're all busy. And I know the most precious thing we have right now is time. So thank you so much, my sweet friend. I appreciate you.
So you ready for me to jump in?
Yeah, go girl. We're letting you take.
Okay, all right. Well, Jennifer, first of all, I just want to say thank you for, reaching out to me, and for me to be able to speak to all of you beautiful ladies today. But I can talk. So you just like send me a message and say, okay, you got 5 minutes or, like whatever. Okay. Because I am excited. But Happy New Year to all of my Mary Kay sisters. I'm so excited to be on here with you guys today. I am Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director, Chrissie Batts, and I actually live in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I want to know where you are from as I get into the training. And so I'm a part of the Sapphire Division. And so I want to know where you are, where you're from, what your career paths are, what your goals are. Just throw all of those types of things in the chat, because I definitely want to pray about all those things and cheer you on along the way. Texas, Colorado, Missouri, absolutely amazing. And, I really, truly, friends, hope that something that I say today really helps you to ignite that spark that you need to make these next 6 months your best 6 months. As we're entering into a brand new year in 2024, there's so many things, like soaring to 2024, immeasurably more, wanting more, like new year, new you, like it's a fresh start. And that's one thing that I love about a new year. Now, I will say this, I am just getting over some kind of yuck. And so if I stop and drink or have a little cough, I just want to apologize in advance. Okay. So Cadillac in 2024, Wisconsin, sharing. Oh my God, so many things. So I'm going to be honest. I was just telling Jennifer about this. I was praying about what I was going to talk about today. And so many things came into mind, like new year, new attitude, moving into red, recruiting, team building, all the things, winning, where we can win within these next 6 months. And, how cool would it be to have 100% of the people on this call today, that the goals that you're putting in the chat right now, that you're continuing to put on, that you hit those by June 30th. Like, how cool would that be? Right. And so that would just literally be so amazing. But as I kept thinking and I kept praying, I heard the Lord tell me to get clear. Okay. And what I wanted to say, about that is, anybody ever say this is going to be my year? Like, is 2024 your year? Right? It's 2024 your year. You're ready to just take it all in. Like, it's my year to come back. It's my time to shine. This is the year, and so today, I want to talk a little bit about comeback and winning. All right. And for me, winning is working intentionally now. Okay. So really working intentionally now. Yes, Angie, my comeback year. Absolutely. Deborah, you are going to get into that red jacket, girl. You can do that in the next 2 weeks, right? By the end of the month for sure. All right. So I wanted to first encourage you guys that no matter where you are in your life or where you are in your business, you have to have that. If you have that word called belief in any fiber or bone in your body, you can change your whole world around one decision. Because everything really starts with one decision, friends. Do you believe that? One choice can change the course of everything. But before you can decide to win, or before you can have that spectacular comeback, you have to just move past all the stuff. Anybody ever have stuff? Anybody have life? Because sometimes life be lifing. Right. And so you have to move past the disappointments, any of the negative thoughts that you have to really move past all of that to really step into your greatness. And one lesson that I have learned is that God, will not bless you where you are if you're not already grateful for where you are right now in the moment, because gratitude literally changes everything. Okay. So I'm just here to tell you and encourage you that mindset does matter. So when you change your mindset about things, you're going to change your life. And it's simple. And I will say this, it's so simple to put out some negative energy, right? Like, if something changes and you don't like it, it's so simple to do that. Right. But y'all, it is going to take some great focus in this year in order to propel yourself to get to that goal and dream that God had planted into your life. And so if God has given you the vision, Deborah, to become that red jacket, he's going to give you the provision to be able to do that. He may have not given Susie Q the vision over here to be a red jacket, or if, somebody said they wanted to earn, the pink Cadillac, and applying Tracy, to get into DIQ, God gave you that, that provision to move up into leadership in this company. He may not have given that to Jessica, right? And so you want to make sure that your mind is so clear that so God can overflow you with the blessings that he has and that he's, ready for you. But y'all, this year is going to take focus. It's going to take intentionality. It's going to take commitment and the determination to create a renewed mind. All right. And it's a new year. So we all get a fresh start, right? And so we all get to design the life that we love and really the life that we deserve. Okay. So I want you to do a couple of things. Number one, stay away from people that are going to drain you. Okay. A couple of years ago, I went through one of the hardest times in my entire life. I got distracted. I was looking to the left. I was looking to the right. I started comparing myself to other directors, other friends in other businesses, just my friends in life. Like, it just was so crazy. Stay away from those just draining things, because that can really be a dangerous place to be, because people's perspectives will always be different, right? And so number two, like, look at who you're letting into your space. Who's occupying your energy, right? I really do believe, like, if you pick up the phone and you talk to somebody and then you hang up with them and you feel completely drained, maybe, maybe you have to limit your time with talking to those people, right? Because y'all, literally dreams die because we let the wrong people in our life infect us with their negativity and doubt. And we don't have any time for that in 2024, okay? Because this is going to be the time to soar in this new year. And so we want to clear all of that out. And then the third thing, and I know this sounds so cliche, y'all, but I want you to focus and stay in your lane. All right. Because that lane was made specifically for you. Your journey and your vision was given to you and not to anybody else. I don't know if anybody else up here is into sports of any kind or ever ran track and field. I've been doing track and field since I was probably 3 or 4 years old, all the way up into college. And I love being a part of a team. And I did mid-distance and long-distance running for track. And my favorite event was a 4x8 relay. Okay. And so in the relay, right, like, I'm gonna use my highlighter, you got your baton. And when you get to the next person, you really have to have focus, right? And then you have to put that baton in that person's hand. And if you're like worried about the person to the left or to the right, you can get distracted and you can get disqualified. And this is the year of elevation. We are not getting disqualified in 2024. Okay. We are just moving up and we are accepting all of the things that God, is going to have for us. But you don't want to look left or you don't want to look right in this year, guys. You don't want to worry about like what this other person is doing. You want to stay focused and you want to get clear. You want to look one way. Does anybody know what way that is? You want to look straight, right? You want to look up, right, Margaret? She's like, up, ahead, absolutely, right? You want to look straight ahead, because when you're trying to, get into somebody else's lane, y'all, and do what other people are trying to do, the results never end in victory, right? And this is going to be the year where we are going to have so much victory, all right? Now, guys, I don't know about you. This just kind of came in my brain. All right. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Bird Box. Has anybody watched the movie Bird Box before with Sandra Bullock? It's a really great movie if you haven't. But to me, that movie was so symbolic. It really reminded me that, we have to listen as he leads, right? As God leads our path in this year. Okay. There's nothing that the enemy is going to show you that God has not already seen in your path. You understand that, right? And so he is aware and he is equipped, and God is going to give us everything that we need. He is going to order our steps in, this journey so that we can provide for our family and give our family all the things that they need. But the movie also reminded me, excuse me, of how often, the enemy tries to confuse us with the whispers. The movie is just based on like, they couldn't talk, they couldn't see, it's just like all of these sounds. But, the enemy really tries to confuse us with their whispers. And they might say things like, girl, you ain't ready for that red jacket. You're not made to be a director. Like, that car is not yours. You're not going to earn your soar 6 months in a row. Like, what? That is literally just the enemy. But we have to blind ourselves of the voices and distractions so that we can hear from God, because, really, y'all, it's in our seasons of hills and valleys, and even in our valleys, that you have to know what God says in this moment, right? To get us through this season. And you can't listen to every voice and every idea. Mary Kay Ash was so smart. And I wish I like met her or knew her. I only started Mary Kay back in 2012. I was a tomboy from New York. I never wore makeup prior to Mary Kay. Didn't even wash my face, to be completely honest. Didn't know what I was doing. Never sold a thing in my life. But I knew I needed a change, and I knew I needed something different. And I heard God very clearly say that. I didn't think he was going to give it to me in the form of lipstick and skincare. But y'all, I am so glad that I did. You know, when I started my Mary Kay journey, I was working 7 days a week. I was a key account manager for aftermarket RV companies, so like washing waxes and sewer hoses. Yeah, nothing really matters, like nothing about what I do now. And then I worked at my local CarMax. In the cars, I started as a customer assistant representative, like the girl that tells, you come up, can I speak to such and such? Yes, that's what I did. And I sold cars for a little bit and was like, oh my God, I never want to sell another thing in my life. That was just didn't like it at all. Right. And I just got out of a 3.5 year relationship with a guy that I thought I was going to marry, guys, to find out that he was living a double life. And so I was so worried about listening to all the things that I didn't get clear. But once I got clear, God told me to move. And then I found my recruiter. I was actually, I'm very active in my sorority, and I was working with a nonprofit trying to raise scholarship monies for, inner city girls to go to college. And that's where I met my Mary Kay recruiter, and she donated some products to a silent auction, that we were having to raise money. And she gave me my facial. Y'all, I had just broke up with this guy 3 days before I did my facial. And so I was very broken. And my confidence was shot, and she didn't know it. She didn't know any of that about me. And, she asked me, you can do this? I would love you to do something. And I was like, do what? I was like, do what you do. And y'all, my recruiter, she is so beautiful. Her name is Amy Jacobson. She's like a 6 feet, beautiful, blonde, blue. I was like, girl, I don't look like you. Right? I was like, ma'am, what? No, but God was telling me to do this Mary Kay thing. And I didn't really know and understand because I had so much going on, but I knew in that moment that I had to get clear on where my life was going to be, where, I was headed. So the movie is called Bird Box, Sandy. And so I got clear in that moment. And then I started Mary Kay, and y'all, my life has changed. I've been in now for 11 years. I do this completely full time. I just married the love of my life. He's over there. He works from home. I found him in my starter kit, which I tell people that all the time, because if I didn't have the freedom and flexibility that this business offers, I would have never met him. Like I never would have met him at the beach that weekend. Right. And so I tell people I found him in my starter kit. And, it's just really has been just a blessing to get clear, on the things. And, in the journey of making sure you're not listening to all of the distractions, God will provide, and like I said, I never sold anything. I just trusted the process and got back to the basics and just did a book, sell, coach, and recruit. Mary Kay Ash was so wise. She said, keep it simple, sweetie. We've got to get back, to go into the basics, right? To go into the basics. And so, get out there and get that beauty coat back on, go grab that starter kit bag, get your roll-up bag, do it virtual, do it in person, whatever makes you feel comfortable and whatever brings you the most joy. That's what, I want you to do, and I want you to start being accountable to your mentor, right? To your director, your senior director, your national, your accountability partner, whoever, and just make sure that you're tracking everything. Okay. Now, I love the word move. Okay. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about customers because that's been laid on my heart about customers. Okay. So I love the word move. So I'm going to give you 4 steps that can move you into a place of forward progression into 2024. Okay. You ready? All right. M stands for motivate. All right. Even if it's yourself. All right. You have to say your daily affirmations. It's so important. I know people say that's so stupid. No, say your daily affirmations all of the time. All right. Listen to positive songs. Listen to videos. One of my goals is to earn the top director trip. I got this from corporate send this to me in the mail. I watch that Mahala Maui video every single day. It's the first thing that I do, right? So watch those videos, the things that are going to motivate you. And celebrate somebody else's win and be happy for other people's victories, right? Like if I'm ever kind of like down, I would just pick up the phone and celebrate somebody. And I feel like 10,000% better after I do that, right? And so just get motivated. Okay, O is for originate. You know, Mary Kay Ash said it best. I just said it. Take it back to the basics. Get that beauty coat on. You know, go do those skincare classes. Track that perfect start, that power start. You know, when you track it, it will grow. Track your customers. And I'm going to talk about customers in a second, right? You want to track those skincare customers, okay? Because skincare is kind of, that's the bread, that's where the money is, right? Getting that skincare customer. So you want to track, you know, a track number definitely does grow. And then V stands for visualize. So visualize where you want to be. You know, I have like these Maui things, everywhere. You should see all this stuff on my desk. It looks like Hawaii threw up in my office. I also got like screensavers on my phone. This is me and my husband. It says like Mission Maui with pictures, you know, with us back there. I remember when I earned my very first pink Cadillac, y'all, I had Cadillac keychains. I made my own Cadillac keychain. You know, when you earn your first career card, they give you a keychain. You know, you go across the stage. I made my own keychain. I printed out the Cadillac logo and I like put it on there. I mean, it wasn't real, but it was for me, right? You know, you got to have pictures everywhere on your phone. One year when the company did this Destination Red cruise, I turned my bathroom into a nautical feat. Okay. I was like, I'm going on that cruise. They're paying for it. I'm going. Right. And so really visualize, y'all, and keep your eye on the destination. Keep your eye on the goal. Right. And so I wore my suit today for a reason, because it makes me feel powerful and I want more red jackets. And so I've been wearing red under my suit for a really, really long time. And I'm going to continue to wear it. So director friends, if you see me at the Sapphire Leadership, I might be wearing red every day. Okay. And so, but, you know, just visualize it. And y'all, you know, I earned my Cadillac. I earned that cruise. You know, we're working, you know, to get to Maui, and the goals are going to be achieved, right? Because I've already made a decision that it was done. And then E is for elevate. Okay. And so it is time to rise in 2024. You know, we have to do our part in this whole Mary Kay things. You know, our families are going to benefit. You know, our team members will benefit. You know, when we go out and when we do more and when we just decide to be the best that we can be, and just move past all of that. So another thing I wanted to talk about, Jennifer, let me know how much time I have. You can just message me. Another thing I want to talk about for a little bit of strategy is building your customer base deep and wide, guys. That is so important, y'all, to build your customer base deep and wide and really creating your brand and putting your best face forward moving into 2024. Right. And so you want to celebrate whatever customer base you have today. I don't care if it's 1 customer, 10 customers, 100 customers. It doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you are celebrating, you know, who you have. And in order to get more, you want to make sure you're happy with who you have. Right. And then you want to organize your customer base. So you must be ready to have like that Cadillac customer base by providing that Cadillac customer service. But you have to be ready to do that. Right. And so what are you doing to make your customers feel appreciated? Now, one thing that I think has gone out is the art of a handwritten note. You know, like, what's your brand? Every time a customer orders something from me, I just buy a bunch of thank you notes off of Amazon, y'all. And then they always come with stickers. And then I just literally write a handwritten note. And I will tell you what. You want to just let your customers know that you appreciate them, right? So this customer actually just ordered moisturizer. I have to put it in things. So this card says, and it doesn't have to be anything eloquent. You know, Natalie, you're going to love this moisturizer. I'm confident it will help with your hydration needs. I really do appreciate your support. I really do appreciate your support. This order is helping me get in one step closer to being debt-free. You rock. Now, I want to tell you why I said that. I always let my customers know what is going on in my life. Okay. I just got married. We had our wedding last year. And one of my big goals was to have a debt-free wedding. So we paid our wedding in complete cash. And so every time it's like, okay, right now I was focusing on my dress. And I'm like, oh my God, girl, your lip liner, this skincare set, you're helping me get one step closer to getting the dress of my dreams. And every time I got finished the goal, I would text those customers and be like, oh my God, I found the perfect dress. And they're invested in you because your customers, one, want to help you win. And they're going to be loyal to you when you do appreciate them. And believe it or not, a handwritten thank you goes a very, very long way. They love it. Like my customers, when they get their cards, I also throw in a couple little just super encouraging stickers. I just get a bunch of these off. You can get them off of Amazon, Shein, Temu, just some really fun encouraging stickers. I throw them. I wouldn't put all these in here, but I just throw them right in here with this, right? If they're a brand new customer, make sure you add your business card in there. And then, you just send it. I also, guys, I wrap my stuff in tissue paper. You could take a little bit of shred, put some tissue paper, put the product, just make it look really nice. Because I don't know about you, but a lot of people, all they do is get bills in the mail. So I want them to have something fun for me. I want it to be kind of like a party when they open up my product, right? Because they're going to be like, oh my God, this is so fun. They're going to want to get that again, right? And so, you want to think about how you're sending out your customer orders. So just something fun. It doesn't have to be anything super, super crazy. All right. Now, Mary Kay does have tools for us to look our best and professional. So are you taking advantage of them? And some of those tools are the Skin Analyzer app. I love that app. Okay. If you have not used the Skin Analyzer app, I would challenge you to send 10, things out to your customers to use it. Tell them what it is, ask your customers if they try it, that you will give them, something free with their order. Y'all can give them a sample. It does not matter. But that is so cool when you literally, if you don't know what it is, you just go in the app, you scan the face and it analyzes and it tells them everything that they need to buy for their skin. Literally, Mary Kay is doing this for us. Okay. So if you have not used the Skin Analyzer app, get your customers on doing that because people like to give their opinion. So I'm like, girl, I need your opinion. I really trust, you're one of my loyal customers and I really trust your opinion and your opinion matters to me. Can you test out this new app that we have? And they're going to fall in love with it. Like, oh, it says I need such and such. Can you go ahead and put that on my order? And your reorder business is going to skyrocket with that. Okay. Of course, the My Customer Plus app, guys, have you enrolled your customers in that? They have the e-beauty news where you can email out professionally. Mary Kay does it for you. Mary Kay said, keep it simple, right? So use all the tools that the company, does give us. So you have those. It helps you with the follow-up, the 2+2 follow-up, 2 days after they buy something for you, you should be following up with them, right? Because honestly, it still may be in their Mary Kay bag, y'all. They probably didn't take it out. They didn't take it out. They didn't take the cleanser moisturizer out of the box yet. So you're going to say, hey, Sandy, did you get a chance to use your miracle set yet? It's still in the box. Okay, go get it right now. Take it out the box. I'm going to FaceTime you. Go ahead. Go ahead and just put the cleanser in your shower. Y'all, when I started Mary Kay, I didn't wash my face. That's what I had to do. I had to trick my brain. So I had to put my cleanser in the shower. Like, oh yeah, I got to wash my face. Oh yeah, Chrissie, wash your face. Right? And sometimes you have to do that. Right? So, and then 2 weeks to make sure everything is working, in 2 months because they're going to be needing some more things pretty soon. Okay. We got the virtual catalogs, all the things. So guys, Mary Kay has a whole entire section on the new InTouch. Guys, are you loving the new InTouch? It's so amazing, right? So familiarize yourself with it. And it's really just going to help you to be super confident when you're dealing with your customers. Okay. Now, when you're building your customers deep and wide, I want you guys to put in the chat, how many customers do you have? How many customers do you have and how many products are your customers on? Right? Because when we're building our customer base deep and wide, we want to decide 109 customers, amazing, Angie, 200, 210. I'm loving these numbers. Right? We want to decide, your commitment to the business, right? So you want to build your customers deep and wide. For me, I'm a lifer in Mary Kay. I want my customers to know that I am. I want them to know that I am here to work and serve them literally for the rest of my life. I'm that Mary Kay girl. I'm not going anywhere and I'm going to be able to serve you. Okay. And so I want them to know that because the reality is, y'all, Mary Kay is a job, and people change jobs all the time. Right. But what I want you to know is that if you decide right now your commitment to your business and to your customers, because your customers are going to be able to feel that you're committed to them, right? Like that you have that commitment. And so when you build your customer base deep and wide, y'all, you can make an excellent living just off the sale of the product alone. You can literally replace your income just off the sale of the product. Well, I don't know what you do in life, but you could, depending on, how many customers you have and how much you want to work with your customer base, right? So hold on one second, y'all. So your goal is to build them deep and wide. And so what does that mean, building them deep and wide? If you have your customers on skincare, if you have them like on a miracle set, are they on any supplements, right? And if they're not, you can do, this is how I get customers on supplements. If I'm like looking at my customer list and I'm like, hey, like I have my one customer, Zell, she's on the Time-Wise, she's on the repair. She's not on the retinol yet. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, Azelle, it's like, we've got this brand new like dermocosmetic product and I literally need a product tester for it. And you are like one of my best customers. I think you will absolutely like love the product. If I send this to you, will you demo this for me? And I just told her all about it. She's like, absolutely. Now, yes, that was an investment for me, but guess what that did? She felt so amazing that I chose her to try this product, right? She is in love with the product. She has given me to date probably about 8 customers because the retinol has literally changed her skin. Because I'm like, all she bought was the repair set, y'all. I couldn't get her on anything else, right? As much as I tried. And because I was like, hey, girl, I'm just going to send you this, try this out, for me. Like, I know you would do it and you would give me your honest feedback. And y'all, so she did that, she's on the retinol. And then every time, another thing I wanted to say, every time you send your customers their product, like when I said Natalie, her moisturizer, Natalie is not on the body care. So I'm putting her a sample of the small satin body wash and scrub in her thing. So I always put 2 samples of what they are not on. So it's like, if she's already on a moisturizer, or she already loves the mascara, I'm not going to send her a sample mascara. I know she's going to buy that. So I want to get her to buy something else. Right. And so always just incentivizing your customers with, giving them something else to try. Right. And so you want to just be able to create that. So now I have Azelle on the retinol. Now I got her she fell in love with the Illuminea. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that fragrance. Oh my God, it's amazing. She's got the whipped cream and the lotion. So it went from just being a skincare customer to now she's on the body. Now she doesn't wear makeup. I'm trying to get her into makeup, but it's just a little bit at a time, right? And so really giving your customers a sample of something else that they already don't have so that they can fall in love with it, and asking them to be your product testers for that as well. Because we want to create, customer loyalty. All right. And so when we do that, they, will refer you out. Okay. So you want to make sure that you let them know that you are seen. Okay. All right. So where do we begin? It's like, okay, I have 300, I have 200. Some of you guys have some amazing customers and some of you guys have, one customer, or you're just starting in your Mary Kay business. So how do you begin to build your customer base deep and wide? You got to book a face. Okay. So we've got to get a booking on our book. Putting products on their faces is where it's going to be. And y'all, you can't get to 10 faces if you don't get to your first one. Okay. So we have to start with the first face. Okay. So book one face, make sure you're getting referrals, and then just constantly make sure that you're keep booking. So these faces can be one-on-one, they can be virtual, whatever makes you feel comfortable, because the reality is that we need to teach these women how to use the product. They have a whole book of the product, but they don't know how to use it. We have some amazing products, but we need to like sit down with them, get into their space and help them feel comfortable and feel confident. Mary Kay Ash always said, make your customer, have an invisible sign saying, making me feel important. So make them feel important. Okay. You want to teach them how to apply the colors, all the tips and tricks, and how to remove it with the eye makeup remover and do all the things. And then they're going to get excited about it. And before you know it, you're going to walk out with a sales receipt that is so long that you just blew your own brain, right? Because you took the time just to get them, to teach them and to get them on, a little bit more than one product. All right. So again, when building deep and wide, if they're on skincare, introduce them to the flawless face product or the color or the body care or the fragrances. Okay. You can even do an elevate if they don't do makeup. Like you can do an elevate your skincare with a booster event, right? They can boost their skincare in the new year, like boost to the new year. You can do the boosters. You can do, I wouldn't say like to do a one-time demo on a retinol because that's an 8-week retinization process, but you can, do the replenishing serum C plus E and just kind of, elevate their skin in 2024. You can do sit backs and relax with multi-masking, right? You can come up with all sorts of fun things for the new year. Because one thing that I have learned getting back physically into the field, guys, is the fact that people like themed events, Galentine's parties, maxing and relaxing. I call that one of my parties. Like, oh my gosh, like it was just so crazy, right? Like just the amount of things people just want to just be a part of something fun. And you can always make your parties fun, but you just have to get excited about what it is that you're doing. Okay. And so when you are doing these, and this is going to be my last point, when you're doing these appointments and you're getting them, on like the next thing, if they're the skincare, adding in supplements, don't do everything in that first appointment because then there's no reason for you to come back. So don't do skincare and supplements and color and show them the fragrance all in one appointment because a confused mind really, really does nothing. Okay. And then when you deliver your products, guys, like if they are local to you, when you deliver your products, you always want to bring some new products with you. You could just throw it in the basket and be like, hey, here's some of our new products. Let me just show you these real quick. Here's what you ordered. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're helping, me take my kids to Disney or whatever your goal is, right? Let them know. Again, just remind them that you appreciate them and, that they are helping you get to this goal that you have. But check out all these other goodies because, that one moisturizer sale can lead to a new lip gloss and a new peach satin hand sale. You never know, right? And so you always want to be prepared with that. And so, look, if you focus on your customer's needs and what she wants, then you're going to build that trust, okay, with her. And then she's going to stay with you for a lifetime, And so I just want to encourage you guys as you soar off into 2024 to remember to stay focused, get clear, set that plan, and just love on your customers because your customers are the reason why you are here. And your customers are going to be the people that's going to help to elevate your business. And when you treat your customers amazing, you never know that one customer can then turn into your team member that would then turn into your offspring sales director that then earned her first new car. That just happened. One of my customers became my friend. She joined Mary Kay. She became a Mary Kay sales director. Y'all, now she just earned her car on December 31st. And so you never know, what you can do for your customers, just loving on them, being loyal to them, and just deciding that this year is going to be the best year and you are going to give your 100%. You never know. The sky is the limit in what your 2024 can bring. So that's all I got.
Oh my gosh, friend, you were amazing. So many great nuggets and excitement and energy for the new year. And I think exactly what we all need to hear I don't know, sometimes you get in a Christmas fog. I don't know. I think October to December, you're in a holiday fog. And then it's like, okay, wait a minute. We need real life back, right? We want to get back in the swing of things. Thank you, sweetie. You were sensational.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hey, ladies, I want to thank all of you. We had such a huge group. Thank you so much. And Chrissie, you can look at the chat. They're all praising you because you're a rock star. I want you all to know thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this so successful and talking me into keeping it going. Because I was, everyone's like, Jenny, no. And I was like, it's what, and I think I would have been so sad had it been today and us not had this great little gathering. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much. And we will not have one next week because I'm out of country, but we will have one the next one when we come back, whatever that is, the 18th. I'm teaching on something you've all been asking me to teach on. So we're going to teach on sharing because apparently everyone wants to know how I do it over and over and over and over and over a million times. So I'm going to give some nuggets on that, and then we have Renee the following week. So thank you all so much. I hope you have an amazing Thursday. Bye, friends.